Assalamualaikum and greetings especially to Madam Nur Faiza, our honorable lecturer and fellow friends. My name is Mastura binti Said. My group members consist of Muhammad Amaluddin, Siti Nur Nadira and Jyoti Malar. We have been given an assignment for each group. So our group decide to elaborate about organization generally. For introduction, allow me to give an explanation. An organization is a cultural product that consists of a small grouping of people who work together and are interdependent on each other in an effort to achieve the person objective of the party of organization. And business as a cultural product has a few employees who have been provided a role to carry out a task. They have to work together and speak with each other to complete each assigned task. When they hold out jobs without requesting the solution and cooperation of other parties, needless to say that its move out can't be accomplished as desired, often with regard to time, quality, some and other determinations. While struggle refer to desire, require curiosity about anything or someone between two parties whose ideas are opposite. Conflict may occur internally in addition to externally. A good example of internal struggle is an individual struggle within himself. An external struggle is a struggle between several parties. So the concept of struggles can help describe different phases of cultural life and that such as, for example, cultural strife, situation of curiosity and opposition between individuals, teams and organizations. Conflict can also be defined as all sorts of disputes that occur in organizations, often between one individual with still another, one individual with a group, between a group with a group, or between a group having a business, or perhaps between an individual and the corporation as a whole.
Under subtitle Conflict in Organizational, conflict is when the people have different opinions and ideas that don't match. It happens when there are disagreements and arguments between people. Sometimes conflict is bad, but sometimes it can help the group or organizational to make positive changes and achieve their goals. Bad conflict stops good things from happening. In a, in a conflict process based on Robbins 2001, the conflict process consists of potential contradiction or incompatibility, concern, and personality, intention, behavior, and benefits or effects. Some people don't agree. There's an example. Some people don't agree, and it can lead to conflict. There are different reasons why conflicts happen, like differences in how people talk, how things are organized, or personal feelings. Conflict only happens when people notice it and start to feel upset or stressed about it. This is an important stage because it's when people start to understand and feel the conflict. Under title Causes of Conflict in Organizational, example like when people work together in a company, it is important for those bosses to listen to what the workers have to say. If they don't, there can be problems and arguments between the bosses and the workers. Sometimes these arguments happen because of um, misunderstandings or not talking to each other in the right way. Some people who study conflict, like Akoka, Bondezio, and Robbins, think that talking to each other is really important in preventing and solving problems. They say there are three main reasons why conflicts happen: the way people act, the structure of the situation, and how people communicate. These reasons are like the first step in a process that leads to conflict. These ideas are part of five different explanations for why conflicts happen in groups. For example, competition for limited sources. Example, in a business, everyone wants things like money, equipment, and a specific job, but there is only so much to go around. Sometimes people focus on what they want instead of what's best.
The role of training in organization. Employee training and development is an important organization activity because it influences on employee productivity. The recruitment and selection department brings employees into the organization. Orientation and training help new employees to become productive employees in the organization and experienced employees to accept change and job demands. The effort of aims to improve the current and future performance of employees by improving the ability of employees to perform their duties so that the objective of the organization can be achieved. Employability can be improved by changing their attitude or increasing their skill and knowledge. The main purpose of training is to achieve any change in knowledge, skill, experience, behavior, or that boosts the ability of employee. Among other training process that proposed are as follows. The first one is to improve the skill and knowledge of employees in certain field. The second one is to adapt employees to new system, procedure, and ways of working as a result of technology advance that cause change. The third one is help old employees and new employees adapt the needs of a new job in the organization so that they can work together very well. Diagnose. Diagnose is an effort to identify problem in an organization or called as a evaluation. The word diagnose is a loan from a word of that is often used in medication when a doctor and medical expert try to detect the type of disease a patient is suffering from. The result of the diagnosis will determine what type the treatment and the medication will be given to the patient to restore their health. Same as the situation, there is an effort to detect what type of a disease or real problem is faced by an organization. The result and findings from the diagnosis are also the manager and change agent will determine what change measure will be taken to improve the performance of the organization that being concerned. The key to diagnose or assessment is to obtain information from the entire organization. The information obtained was the analysis, which is everything is done in a planned and systematic ways. There is the purpose as described below. The first one is assessing current condition. The second one is getting a feedback. The third one is preparing change. The fourth one is supervising or tracking change. So these are the steps of a diagnosis in an organization.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Amaluddin Yahya. For my part, analyzing data. All the information collected through the diagnosis of conflict in the organization is going to be analyzed first before the discussion is complete. Agent of change and also manager of the agency made up in the change method are required to perfect an abilities of analyzing this knowledge systematically and scientifically. 1. Material evaluation. Material analysis is one the typically the most popular knowledge analysis method today. Information and knowledge from the interviews, essays, and target class discussion could to be analyzed. The summaries in the specific group and of the times. 2. Power field evaluation. Power area analysis is on the basis of the change design shown by Code Levin. That analysis claims that at some point within and company you will find to kiss off push the pressure. Part 2. Implementation of effective intervention. Following carrying out the analysis and as mentioned of the info from the organization. 1. Team building intervention. Two elements of in my discussion making system chose the team building intervention is a remedy to this problem. 2. Third party intervention. To be able to resolve conflict between customer in the corporation who will have disagreement to the level of causing issue between them. We recommend applying interactive party intervention. 3. Downsizing intervention. Downsizing intervention are very acceptable to be asked to fix the problem of organization with the apprehending issue in the inequal. Downsizing intervention are very acceptable to be asked to fix the problem of organization with the apprehending issue in the inequal distribution of resource. 4. Strategic planning intervention. To ensure the organization defends the strategic target will purpose in either preparing intervention. 1. Placing of the perspective. 2. Placing objective. 3. Proper strategy. That's all. Thank you.
organizational performance through conflict. This is to establish organization that can truly face conflict at lengthened divorce alternates day-to-day organization, but the frequency and cause of a conflict has to be emphasized and taken under consideration in order to obtain organization goals. Struggle occasionally has good and negative effect on the organization. In terms of good, the conflict that occur could cause the attitude of race to achieve a certain purpose that been set. With this attitude, the outcome of efficiency of a performance increase, and this can have a confident influence and affected the business itself. Struggle can be observed to make people or agency aware of a weakness in the business and may improve it when possible, and if they believe positively, attempt to improve it will be soon created, and this could increase cooperation and harmony in the workplace. In addition, conflict may also encourage constructive modified where each worker usually inspire each other. There is also conflict encourage an individual to believe deeper about the reason for a problem, increase motivation to fix problem, and understand the feelings and behavior of oneself and others. Method of overcoming conflict. Struggle in organization is a thorn in the skin that when left untreated will end up significant and eventually trigger the disappointment of an firm to transport out their operation effectively. All agencies can't avoid conflict. Struggle is normal. Even so, the method of working with a conflict requires wisdom and large skill. The administration wants to set up strategy and technique which are right and effective when working with conflict. To be able to deal with conflict effectively, we must know our own skill along with the event who has the conflict. Controlling conflict to a certain stage can help improve understanding and performance of teams and organizations. Thus, the conflict that occur need to be overcome as best that you can by finding an answer that ideal to the problem that occur. There are several effective methods to overcome conflict and at the same time frame enhance the efficiency of an organization.
So let me explain further about conflict resolution. A powerful chief is ready to ensure disagreement or conflict are fixed early before they are more chronic. The next are a few of methods that can be implemented is an effort to control struggle in an organization. First one is take the fact struggle in the workplace is inevitable. Second, handle early issues. Third, training exceptional connection and culture. Fourth, keep professionalism and fairness. Fifth, use conflict as an possibility. Last but not least, handle the conflict and shift on. So, as a conclusion, conflict is a heritage of cultural living that will happen in a variety of conditions. Consequently, of the emergence of circumstance of disagreement, controversy, and resistance between several events continuously. Even though the explanation of struggle mentioned above give a bad indicating. Additionally, there are beneficial situations, which are situations that help the organization's objective and increase the organization's amount of achievement. Okay. Which means the struggle become a source of gradual modify for the organization, while unhelpful struggle is struggle that stop element in achieving goal. The presence of a struggle does certainly not mean that the business is headed for destruction. Nevertheless, if that struggle is permitted to pull on, it will invite a poor and less enjoyable environment. In planning, indeed, struggle is something that cannot be eliminated from happening in the organization. It appears to have become standard due to the existence of varied human characteristics or heroes and personalities. In summary, be honest in experiencing the impending conflict. Prepare with center and mental energy in listening to other people's situation. If we are honest and start in struggle quality and may generate a fantastic and advanced organization. That's all. Thank you.